certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Yes. Do you think that worked?
I could have appeared for you, Allison Armstrong.
I heard Allison Armstrong was questioning my being tardy or not. I can't imagine where that questioning would ever come from. And I will have you know, Allison, everyone, first of all, thank everybody for being here. And Andrea Catania, love and appreciate you. That I've not seen this movie before. So I had an hour and 20-minute speaking engagement that was supposed to begin at 1:30, began at 1:35. And I am literally out of the speaking engagement, not virtual, live speaking engagement, and on this show. And we started about 90 seconds late. That is unbelievable.
That is quite impressive.
Yes.
That is quite
great. So many points, Sean. 1,000.
And I wanted to get those points from Allison. And that is the truth. And she
cute.
knows it.
She does know it.
That's why she's giving that to me.
Yes.
Because she's brilliant.
Yes, she's very smart.
Thank you. All right, awesome. Andrea Catania, deal attorney, executive producer, Art of Influence. Thank you for doing all this beautifulness. Belle Rita, we are exploring the superpower of Congress influence. Who's here?
Sean, we have some extraordinary people here for the power of relationships, featuring the one and only Allison Armstrong, Heart of Influence. And first, from San Antonio, Texas, a visionary leader driven by deep passion for creating transformative change in underdeserved communities, empowering those without a voice, has championed innovative initiatives in education, healthcare, and social justice, fostering sustainable solutions impacting generations to come, unwavering commitment to equity, inclusion, I always have a problem with that word. Systemic. Thank you. Systemic reform, inspiring others, building a better and more just world for all. Let's welcome to the show, Rochelle Marie Lawson.
Is it Rochelle? I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly.
Rochelle Marie.
Rochelle Marie.
Rochelle Marie.
Awesome. Rochelle Marie, thank you for being here. Rochelle Marie, a dear friend of Bella's, Allison's, and Andrea's, was Plato, the Greek philosopher. You see, they time travel, Rochelle Marie. And what Plato said was, play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So even the way you said Rochelle Marie told all of us volumes. And each statement, each moment will tell us things. So Rochelle Marie, your fun fact will do the same. And your fun fact could be an adventurous moment, a proud moment, a surprising moment, a silly moment, anything that's a headline, not a story. For example, I finished speaking at 2:57, and by 3:01, I was back in the hotel room and spoke from the ALA conference in Boston after the co-chair of the National Speakers Association spoke a little bit before. So yes, that would be an example of a headline fun fact. So Rochelle Marie, what's a headline fun fact that would leave us saying, Rochelle Marie, no way. So please, your headline fun fact.
Okay, my fun fact headline is the first girl, meet the first girl to play, not professional, meet the first girl to play Major League Baseball, ages 10 and 11 in Northern California. And not only did she make the team, she started and she made all-stars at the age 10 and 11 playing with all boys. That's my fun fact. But she's a very feminine girl.
Jamie Deerfield. Jamie Deerfield resonates powerfully, was a young lady like that in the space that I came from, the great state of New Jersey. I am present to your resiliency, the power of your courage to overcome whatever fears would normally come for a human who is in an otherness situation like you were. Congratulations. It speaks volumes of you. Profound demonstration of a headline fun fact. Rochelle Marie, thank you for your leadership and getting us started. Bella, we're on track.
We are on track. Next from New York, New York, renowned plant-based chef, best-selling author of Who Bested Bobby Flay, bringing a passion and love for vegan cuisine, speaker and plant-based strategist. This is our new chef, Sean. I just wanted to introduce her to you. With leadership and creativity, sharing insights and menus with brands like Google, HSBC, and VaynerMedia, fosters a team culture rooted in kindness and excellence, creating dishes that tell stories of love, culture, and connection. Let's welcome to the show, Palak Patel.
I'm going to go with again. Is it Pollock?
Pollock. Yep, like Jackson Pollock.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And please, your fun fact for today.
My fun fact, proud moment in 2015 when I left my corporate career and went cooking full time. I got the honor to take my entire family, there's 6 of us, to Asia. And I traveled with my parents and my entire family for the first time for an extended period. And it's the first time I actually got to see my parents as people and how they travel. And it's the 4 weeks of my life that I'm the most proud of, where we just got to be together as adults 24/7 and built a lot of core memories.
Beautiful. Core memories, loving parents, 4 weeks from transition of strangers as parents and creatures of authority to humans and connection and love. Thank you, Pollock, for that. Bella.
Next up, from Ocean City, New Jersey, founded a marketing agency and has successfully served over 4,000 customers with cutting-edge solutions. Known as Joey Funnels by many clients, excels at turning high...
I heard about this dude. I heard this is like a dude to meet.
This is a dude to me.
That's what they say on the streets.
That's what they say on the streets. This is a dude to me because he excels at turning high-level entrepreneur ideas into thriving businesses. I have lots of ideas for him.
Yes, I am sure. This is Lucille Ball, Joey Funnels. Yes.
Yes. Has earned a reputation as the virtual commander-in-chief for growing brands. Let's welcome to the show, Joe Dickinson. Yay!
For Joe, Joey, what is the appropriate?
Joe. Joey Funnels is the street name, Sean, as you mentioned. So, anyways, either one. I have clients that call me that too. So all good, either way.
Well, Joe, it's an honor and privilege. I've heard incredible things. Your reputation precedes you for sure. And please, your fun fact headline for today, Joe.
Yes, fun fact, in 2007, I was 17 years old and a single network marketing meeting of, I think, like 3 people attended, changed the entire trajectory of my life. So
Dude,
that was pretty cool.
Drop the mic on that. Like, look at that. That is such a brilliant effect. You tell why this dude is who he is. Perfect headline, creating curiosity, like leaning forwardness, fully present. Joe, am I hearing you correctly?
You are, yes.
right, let's go, brother. We're gonna have some fun today. We got Joey Funnels is in the building. Who else do we have joining the Allison Armstrong, the deal attorney, the incredible people that are here all over the place?
Next up, from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, hosted a top 25 business podcast focused on helping entrepreneurs build valuable relationships. After interviewing top entrepreneurs, launched a platform for easily booking high-quality podcast guests, committed to helping others create outstanding podcasts through his expertise and dedication. Let's welcome to the show, Travis Chappell.
Travis, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Thank you so much for being here. And please, Travis, your fun fact.
Uh-oh, muted. We cannot hear you, Travis. We cannot hear you. You're not muted, but we cannot hear you. So maybe your mic's not on. There you go.
Better? All right. Well, first off,
Thanks,
thanks for having me. Second off, fun fact is that I used to hate running. So I started running a lot more just to try to tackle that fear. And then now completed 2 ultra marathons in addition.
Wow, dude. That is like mic drop all creation on the spot. Ultra marathon being 100 miles or no?
Just no, 38 and a 40.
30 and a 40, dude, that's sick. Congratulations on that. And from not liking running to ultra marathons, Bella, I have an idea. You should go into the business of running ultra marathons. Yes.
Yes,
Travis,
in
that's
my
the
next
plan.
life.
Yes. Outstanding. Travis, are you ready? This is not going to be as challenging as an ultra marathon, but are you ready anyway, Travis?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
In my next life, I'm definitely going to run some marathons. So there you go.
No, ultra marathons.
Ultra marathons.
Yes, let's go.
Ultra, because I'm ultra. From the United Kingdom, a former Olympic windsurfer for Great Britain, a national champion, and Guinness Book World Record holder for marathon field hockey, helping underprivileged children by providing meals during school breaks, teaching them ethics, volunteering at Scouts, 23 plus years as a senior financial advisor and stockbroker, showcasing his art that is sold internationally. Let's welcome to the show, Simon Goody.
Simon, welcome. Congratulations on your impact and success. And please, Simon, your headline fun fact.
Well, I think they've already actually said one already is the Guinness World Record, which was 50.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I heard that you were from the UK. You sound like you're from the Bronx. Am I is something confusing? I'm sorry, but back to you.
No, I think it's the Kiwi accent. I spent a lot of years traveling around the world. I've done 56 countries. So, the Guinness World Record was 56 hours, 18 minutes, and 46 seconds. So it's the longest hockey game ever as a Guinness World Record. And I did that at the age of 50 in 2016. Never played hockey before.
Sick. Look at this guy. These are impact players from all over the world. Of course they're hanging out with Allison and Andrea. Of course. But come on, Belle.
Of course. Next up, from Miami, Florida, launched a woman-owned marketing firm helping businesses craft unique messages with the focus on inclusion and urban market. Founded a co-working space and financial literacy lab aiming at empowering small businesses, underdeserved entrepreneurs, and creatives, offering virtual offices and business resources, helping home-based businesses expand and succeed with a focus on making a lasting impact. Let's welcome to the show, Jennifer Embry.
Jennifer, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Happy Mastery Monday, and please, your fun fact.
My fun fact is discrimination at the age of 23 led me to start my company, which went on to become very successful. And I love Legos.
What is your favorite thing, Jennifer, that you ever built with a Lego? With Legos?
I like mixing my clients with my hobbies. It just makes work better. And we launched a Bugatti dealership in South Florida. And so I built a Land Rover Bugatti for the launch out of Legos.
Like a big one?
That's like,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was a
thinking, like,
12-cylinder Chiron, the
yeah, I was
Bugatti
thinking
Chiron.
maybe it was going to be like a 38 piece, like, Muppet of Kermit. I was not expecting that. So that is amazing, Jennifer. Congratulations. Welcome to the party. And I would love to know your thoughts on Malcolm Gladwell's new chapter on Miami in Revenge of the Tipping Point. What's that all about? From October 1st, it was just released. Fascinating as he talks about the overstories and the overstory of Miami. Interesting. So Jennifer, thank you for being here. And Bella, who else is here?
Next up, coming from the great state of Texas, Austin, Texas, embracing entrepreneurship for 30 years, leading him to all 7 continents, 90 countries, always on a quest to innovate and inspire. 5 billion in sales from selling and guiding and advising e-commerce strategies, and created #1 Amazon course Freedom Ticket with 200,000 students.
Wow.
Named one of Target Marketing top 40 direct marketers under 40, helping navigate the tricky waters of e-commerce. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Kevin King.
Unimpressive human after impressive is not the right word. Master after another. Kevin, really, drop the mic, dude. And your fun fact.
Yeah, well, she kind of said it there, but I'm going to add to it. I've been to 94 countries in all 7 continents, some of those countries 20, 30 times. And I've been on 4 emergency landings on airplanes, with once with the engine on fire, twice with the engine on fire. And so, yeah, I guess I've still got more to do. As my mom says, I've used 4 of my 9 lives.
I have to go.
That would be,
Kevin, yeah, thank you. And what I'm particularly curious about is, have you done direct marketing to penguins then in Antarctica?
I have tried, but they just have trouble like sending the money. I don't know what it is. They just,
I resist this.
every time I do something, they all come around and they say we want it, but I just have to give it away for free.
Yes. Well, maybe Bella Marie can help, because somehow every time I turn around, she's having money ooze out of me. Yes. Kevin, that is an outstanding job for sure. Welcome to the party, brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Bella.
Next up, the one, the only, from Western Colorado since 1995, committed to altering society's culture by transforming the way women and men relate to each other and themselves.
She's here.
She's here.
She's here.
She's here.
Yeah.
Shifting relationships from tens of thousands of women and men from 13 to 90 years old. I think you fit in that category. From adversaries with opposing instincts to paradigms of partnership.
Oof.
An educator, advocate, author, and philosopher, proposing new ways of understanding human behavior and practical approaches to more support joy fulfillment through her live and online curriculum. Let's welcome to her show, the one, the only, Thank you.
One and only woman that could have taught Plato, the Greek philosopher, a thing or 1,000 things. So thank you, Allison, for everything you do. Straight up, everybody, master of masters, unparalleled in the dynamics of what she teaches, and I stake my reputation on that. So Allison Armstrong, welcome, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. And please, Allison, what does your heart have to say for today and your fun fact?
Oh, wow. I know that you have been working on capturing me in a bio, and you just got me. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so seen. And fun fact would be on the other side, when we're done with this, I am going to slowly and patiently and gently drag my donkey 1/8 of a mile behind my tractor.
She's not making that up. That is amazing. I love this one.
All downhill. It won't be hard on him. But tomorrow morning he leaves to his new former home with a kinder winter than Steamboat Springs, Colorado, where we've had 3 months of 100 inches of snow the last 2 winters. So he's going back to where I used to live. And so kindly and gently with my tractor, because it's the only thing stronger than he is. And we attempted it 2 weeks ago and he would not budge.
The first time ever a fun fact of dragging a donkey
Yes.
on the Heart of Influence.
8,000 people on the show. 8,000 different people on the show. And that is definitely the first donkey dragging fun fact
It'll
from
be very slow. He'll just experience having to move when no one can ever get him to move.
from philosopher queen Alice Armstrong.
Yeah. So my question is though, Allison, is this a technique that you would recommend that I use on Sean when he's running late? Should I drag him by a tractor? Was that something you would recommend?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've studied natural horsemanship. I've studied gender. Donkeys are the closest to men in the equine world because you can't really force them into doing anything. You can't scare them into doing anything. If it is not logical, if it's not worth doing, they won't budge. And so
I love this.
But Sean is imminently logical, and he always sees a way that something will make a difference. So I don't think you have to drag him.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
very
Allison.
true.
Yes, Allison, thank you so much. And let's go do the thing.
Let's just go do the things.
Yes.
Go do the thing.
Last but not least, the one that's brought us all here together from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment and Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of the Heart of Influence, general counsel, and chief ecosystem officer at Cali Law. Let's welcome to the show, Andrea Catania.
Taking 200 companies public in 7 different ways to do so. Andrea dropped the mic. Also, as said, co-chair of the National Investment Banking Association. This is a prime time player who also understands the dynamics of human connection and relationships. Andrea Catania, thank you for being the executive producer of the Heart of Influence, and thank you for all that you do in the world. Please, Andrea, your fun fact.
Well, as maybe an early glimmer of my influence, when the new baby was due and I was 6.5 years old, I asked my mother to have the baby, we didn't know what it was, on my birthday. And this baby was due 6 weeks later, and she was born on my birthday. So I was delighted. I thought my mom, hey, good job. I thought it was all me. And what can I say?
Well, Andrea, that is truly your essence, bringing things forward in the world like that. Thank you for making this happen today. And from that place, Andrea, shall we do the things?
Let's do the things.
This woman seated to my right, who we have a little bit of ribbing back and forth, sort of a, a la Lucy and Ricky a bit, started selling crafts in her front lawn as an 8-year-old to begin her influence and entrepreneurial journey. By the age of 19, 3 words that do not go together came together: network marketing, 19, and 7 figures. That's what this woman did by the age of 19. Then at 24, 25, and 26 years old, she did something like Jordan, repeating, but not in hoops, but instead as Nevada's #1 business broker. 24 years old, she was the youngest person ever to do it, male or female, first woman ever to do it at all, let alone 3 consecutive years. She then began to train entrepreneurs in Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales or more. And then from there, she became a philanthropist, co-raising more than $10 million with the Unblinded team, 2-time, about to be 3-time published author, who in 2023 courageously and publicly battled and defeated cancer. Fun footnote, she may have learned to ski, surf, and scuba dive in extreme conditions from a blind man, or maybe from YouTube. About 3 hours ago was YouTube. 5 hours ago was a blind man. 8 hours ago was YouTube. And right now, I think it's back to being a blind man. We'll see how many more times it changes today. Let's welcome to her show, one and only woman that put the heart in it, Bella Verita. Fun fact, Bella.
There's so many fun facts, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the fun fact that yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday I was in Denver. Today I'm in Boston. Tomorrow I'll be in New Jersey. And then Wednesday I'll be back to Denver. And then Friday I'll be back to New Jersey.
And you may have skipped being in New York tomorrow night. So landing in New Jersey, then going to the Mets game tomorrow night with my son and my dad, and back to, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I didn't realize was in New York. So yes, because I hang out with Sean Callaghan and the Traveling Circus. So that is my fun fact for right now.
Well, thank you for all the service and support and love that you bring, not only to the Heart of Influence, but also to this day. Could not have done all the things we did today in Boston for the Association of Legal Administrators, incredible people building, growing, scaling law firms in the country without all of your support and help. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And it is an honor to study what you study, from listening to other people's and watching you prepare to get on stage is one of my greatest joys in life.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. So shall we do the things?
I think we shall do the things, but I think I have one more person to introduce. Oh, that's you! The man that Tony Robbins said there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 natural jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. And in fact, the state of New Jersey thought he was so cool that they actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. Last week it was MasterCard. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine. Let's welcome my co-host, Mr. Sean Callaghan.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am clear I'm in the presence of mastery, and I mean that very sincerely. I don't say that in every show. This is a whole different group and crowd. Great job, Andrea, Allison. Always an honor and privilege. And everybody, thank you so much. And Bella, of course. I'm going to go with this as my fun fact. I was trying to think of like what would be a unifying, interesting fun fact. I do like breaking records, as Bella said. So I have the privilege, and you mentioned Tony Robbins, and I think there might be some understanding of who that is in this space when I'm speaking to lawyers, accountants, financial people who probably don't go as much in the Tony direction. But I have the privilege of having broken every live and virtual sales record following my presentations on Tony's stage at all of his Date with Destiny, Business Mastery, UPW, live and virtually for the sale of his largest 6-figure program plan and partnership. And I also had the privilege of having the plunge pool record at Tony's house at 24 records in the famous Tony Robbins plunge pool. So that is my fun facts of Tony record.
Those are some fun record-breaking fun facts for sure.
And then the people who were a little bit irritated, jealous, and envious said that was after they declared the competition and said, let's do this. And then I did that. That was really foolish, dude. Like, you could have killed yourself. Like, that would have really messed up the guy at Tony's house. I'm like, interesting what the drive of significance does.
Yeah.
So that's my fun fact.
That is a super fun
So
fact.
shall we do the things?
I think we shall do the things. I
Who's
think
going first?
we shall start with Rochelle today.
Rochelle Marie is what we're doing. Yeah, we're exploring the superpower of influence. And we're not looking for pitching, hooking, closing. Not sure how you guys feel about that. We're kind of like, yuck. But what does it look like more so when heart-centered, growth-minded, integrous, masterful people like yourselves come together to create yes? We've seen it all, heard it all. So how do we get the right messages through that people should say yes to? So to illustrate this, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be, Rochelle Marie. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, or anybody that you want her to be that you're going from hello to yes with. Now, Rochelle Marie, everyone, this is not Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room meets Shark Tank, but instead, this is simply what does it look like when we create a yes, perhaps to a longer conversation, substance over form in 3 minutes. Doesn't have to be sale or a final yes. So Rochelle Marie, who would you like Bella Verita to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
I would like Bella, I don't know. I guess a woman philanthropist that is looking for a cause to invest in.
She's got some cash burning in those pockets, Rochelle Marie. Let's go.
Absolutely. Better give it to you than the casino downstairs.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do or how I'm supposed to go. So I'll just let you just continue explaining.
It's from Hello to Yes with me. So I'll be, as you said, a woman philanthropist, and you're gonna try to set a longer meeting. So wherever you start.
Okay. So Bella, have you ever been to college?
I did not go to college, actually.
Did you have a dream of going to college when you were in high school?
Not in high school, because I was severely dyslexic. And so school was very, very tough for me. So I figured I just wanted to figure out how to make money. I sold drugs in high school until I had a shotgun held to my face. And then I decided that probably was not the way to go, and got introduced to network marketing companies. So college was just something for me that felt elusive.
Okay, well, I had the privilege of going to college at the age of 16 via scholarships. And I was the first person in my family to be able to do that. From every generation, I was the first girl to go to college with a scholarship, go to four-year college. And so when I went, I was kind of like you. I'm 16. I didn't know how to manage a bank account. I'm thrown into college with all these older kids, but I was tenacious. Now, my college education was paid for. However, I didn't have money to live on. So I did some unscrupulous things that kind of led me down some dark, shadowy avenues like you shared. But what I realized was if I would have had the support and not have to worry about money while I was in college, I would have not went down those shady paths. And of course, I would have continued to be successful in my college career, right? So I graduated at 20, but I have 5 college degrees that I've paid for, and I'm the only girl in my generation of grandchildren. And so when I look around at young ladies today around the US and around the world, I see so many talented girls that will never have the opportunity to go to college because they don't have the finances, they don't have the backing, they don't even have the avenues, they don't know how to manage money, they don't know how to open a bank account, they just don't know how to live life outside of the scope of their family and stepping into adulthood. So one of my dreams is to be able to send girls around the United States and eventually around the world to college. And how I plan on doing that is to be able to provide them with grants and scholarships to pay for their 4-year college education. In the process of doing that, I'm going to educate them about what they need, how to open a bank account, how to manage their money, how to look at their finances, how to engage with other college students, how to stay away from that wayward path that we probably all have been exposed to at one time in our life, whether we want to admit it or not. And how to really accelerate without having to worry about college and how to be successful. And so because I'm so passionate about this, and I see so many young ladies that have the opportunity.
I'm so sorry because I got to go in like 10 seconds, but I feel your heart, your passion. It is definitely something I would like to find out more information on and see if we can partner in some way.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Your beautiful heart and power there, very present. And please, who's following up? Michelle Marie?
Our new chef who's gonna start cooking vegan meals for you, Pollock.
Yes, Pollock. Bella is mocking me because my diet exists of like cheeseburgers, mozzarella sticks, and pizza. So that's why she's having a little poking fun for sure. But this would definitely be the food of Bella, Allison, and Andrea. But if you make some cheeseburgers and pizzas, I'm down too. So Pollock, please, who would you like Bella to be?
I would like Bella to be one of the head buyers at Whole Foods.
Oh, take us in.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna work my way through it. So 51% of most of our foods, including what's probably in your refrigerator, you're traveling a lot, and all of that food goes to waste. That's creating a lot of CO2 emissions, more than cars and transportation industry. So I am looking to create a new home for all of that food that goes to waste, particularly the produce that we waste, and giving it a new life and a new home so that we can create products that have a upcycle life and a new way out of the landfill into our bodies.
Well, and so what's the proposal on how to do that? Sounds interesting. And people are always wanting to do stuff with our extra produce. I kind of probably get one of these calls once a week. And so what is it that you're proposing? And is it something that would be significantly easy for us, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so the product that I'm proposing is a wrap that is made entirely of vegetables that would normally go to waste. It would be a beautiful wrap that you can put hummus on. It's easy to port. You can freeze it. Moms, busy executives can throw it in their purse and have it on the go. So it's a product that really just creates and is around for everyone that is on the go.
And so what is it that you're looking for from us then? I guess I got confused on the ask.
Investment and shelf space.
Got it. Okay, so you're not looking to do something with our produce. You're already doing something with this, and you're looking to bring your product into Whole Foods. Am I understanding that correctly?
All over the country.
Got it. Got it. Well, it's a very interesting, and you take, you're helping, you take produce from other places and you create this product. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, anyone that has extra produce, retailers, food companies, we just take that produce, we put it into a tortilla, and we make a very easy to go product that Whole Foods can carry. And that is the brand where this product should live.
This is the deal. Our president does not eat vegetables, never had a vegetable in his entire life.
What's wrong with this person?
And so if you can cause him to try your produce wraps, then we can have a longer meeting.
Absolutely. As I tell my 2.5-year-old nephew, you don't have to like it, but you do have to try it. So he's in the business of this. So you
and her nephew.
Your 2.5-year-old nephew is far ahead of me. Yes, in this. So it's just fun energy for the group. We had a 60% already opt-in rate in the room of people who opted in for our opportunity today. That's not easy to do with a group of legal administrators. These are not
definitely
highly motivated, galvanized, like let's jump on the opportunity people. So that number hopefully will continue to climb. But rate 60%.
60% is a great number, though.
Yeah. So yes. So very grateful. So Pollock, great job. Bella, and Rochelle Marie, Pollock, they're sharing a little bit behind on time. So let's get to the feedback. There's a little bit of heave to, as your dad would say.
A little heave too. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Rochelle Marie or Pollock, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a little next step. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer meeting with Rochelle Marie or Pollock? But I don't think anybody's going to start a Monday off with a root canal. So maybe that next step is just a little mocha chocolate and a little croissant at Starbucks for a little bit longer of a meeting, little cup of joe. But if that's not enough time, you'd be willing to rent a private room at, say, the Capitol Grill, getting the seafood tower and the nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan, of course, maybe you're having salad and French fries, but you're not skipping out on dessert because you want to have the longest meeting possible. But if that's still not enough time, you would rent a private jet, of course, up and pick up Allison and Andrea and fly anywhere in the world with Pollock or Rochelle to have the longest meeting possible. So let's kick this off with Mr. Joe. And Joe, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rochelle Marie?
Did you say Joe? Is that what I heard about?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. I was just making some notes on so Rochelle, the only thing I was going to tell you was in the beginning, if I would say maybe just start with a question. At first I didn't know where you were going with the conversation, which you did ask about the college thing, which made sense, but it took like a minute or so for me to click what you were saying. So that was the only real feedback. Other than that, once you got to that point, everything made total sense. And then I caught your vision and was like, wow, this is really cool what she's doing and why she's doing it. But I would just be scared I would lose the person in the process. So maybe just the front end, get a little bit more engaging so they feel like, oh, what she's about to say relates back to me. It also was a little heightened with Bella, I think, too, because she didn't go to college, which you probably don't hear, a ton. So it was like, oh, okay, this is starting a little bit different than what I'm used to. So anyways, that was the only little feedback to give to you. But other than that, it was awesome. I love what you're doing. And the rest of the pitch I thought was great.
Thank you.
And Joe, so just resonance of follow-up, would it be a cup of coffee, a dinner, a private jet? We could also say, hey, I was a little bit curious, inspired. I was awed. What would be the level of pull you felt from it?
In other, like if that was me, Sean, like what I,
Yeah. If you were in the seat of Bella, you'd be
oh
like,
yeah, no, I would, if she said to me, I'd love to talk with you more about this and how you could get involved, then I would, yeah, if we were local, I would do coffee, I would do another Zoom meeting for sure. At that point, once you were 3 minutes in, I was like all in, ready to have that second conversation for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, thank you.
beautiful work. We got a cup of coffee, a little caffeine flowing.
We got
Yeah,
a little caffeine flowing. Let's go,
Always
Jennifer.
helps a sales pitch for sure. Yeah. No, it was great.
Let's go, Jennifer. Jennifer, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Pollock?
For Pollock, I would reference the same thing Joe said, basically ask a lot of questions, but I'll also be concise and clear in describing the ask and what I'm ultimately offering with, well, why are you here, right? Why do I want to talk to you? So I think I would lead with the ask and then the opportunity. So it was more anecdotal, which was engaging, but I was slightly confused as to what the perspective was. Did they want your produce or did they want you to assume one of their products? So it was kind of confusing, but it got cleared up.
Jennifer, would it be like another cup of coffee? Would it be just a Zoom? Would it be dinner made the Capitol Grill or more? What do you got?
It would probably be a demo because I'm a vegan and I've been a vegan over a decade, so I love what she's doing. So it would be more so of an ask of, hey, let's try this. Because the proof is in the pudding, typically.
Yeah, vegan pudding.
Vegan
the
pudding.
proof is in the vegan pudding. Let's go.
It exists.
Let's go, Travis. Travis, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rochelle Marie? Oh, we can't hear you again, Travis.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Travis, I'll come back to you. We cannot hear you. And so I'll come back in just a moment. Just keep doing mic check. And then Simon, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rochelle Marie?
Yeah, I think exactly the same as what I brought up. It was great asking the questions. I think it was a bit lost on the dynamics and the direction it was going. It's normally a game like 4 or 5 principles straight from the get-go. As in, you've got to plot out where you want to go, whether it be the start, the intro, the outcome, what you need, and everything else from the back end. Some people do it from top down, and the other ones do it from bottom up. It's normally better going bottom up. But as soon as you got into it, I got you, and I knew exactly where you were going. It was just the start, and I think it's probably a bit of nerves, but it's a lot to do with doing. You've got to get your clarity in your voice, as in it could be too many ums, too sort of thinking about what you're meant to be saying rather than just being direct, straight in and straight out.
Simon, what would be that next step?
Dinner.
Let's go. What would you have for dinner? You choose dinner. What are you having? Is like steak? What is it?
No, I'd ask the lady to see where she would like to go.
Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Yes, he's making Allison even chuckle. This is a dude with some charisma and influence capability. Good job, Simon. Let's go.
Let's go. Travis, do we have audio?
You tell me. Is it working?
Yes, we got you. So what would it be? The feedback for?
Let's go. Your 30 seconds of feedback for Pollock.
The biggest thing was just a clear and concise call to action. Your energy is great, the pitch is great, the product's great. But just a clear and concise call to action. Busy people value their time over all else. So if a lot of times you think you're doing a good job by giving extra color commentary, more context and perspective, but a lot of times they just kind of want you to like, hey, get to the ask. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing here with my time, and how can we move this along so I can get to the other 50,000 things on my plate? But I mean, it was great though. It was fantastic.
And your next steps with Pollock?
I usually like to do another virtual call before taking up more time, like lunch meetings and stuff like that. So I'd love to jump on a Zoom call or something like that.
Cool. Excellent. Travis is getting right down to it.
Jumping on a Zoom call. Let's go. Kevin King, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rochelle Marie?
I've got some for both. I don't know. Do you want me to do either one? Or?
You can do it under 30 seconds. You got it.
All right. Pollock, I think you need to get to the point a lot quicker. You need to actually zero in on what their pain point is. You should have said, hey, do you have a lot of food that you waste? We can take care of that food and turn that around and actually make that into a profit center for you, or we can actually donate that to the local homeless. Or for everyone that you sell on the shelf, we donate, make them feel good, turn that into a feel good and a problem solution. So they have a problem with extra stuff. And what's the solution? Is we can come take it off your hands. We come every night, we take it, we repurpose it, and we make you look good by putting it back on the shelf in these delicious tortillas. And we also donate one for everyone that's bought to a local homeless shelter or something like that.
That is
It's a feel good thing.
Yeah, Kevin, yeah, absolutely
Really?
outstanding. What's that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, awesome. And what would the follow-up step be? Like enough
Follow-up
for-
step will be, I want more. You need to work on it a little bit more. I need more details. I'm not ready to have lunch with you or meet with you. I value my time. I think you're onto something, but you need to refine it more and come back to me with a stronger pitch and the next action step.
This is a group of masterful assassins. It should be called like the assassin of ridiculous, like straight up, right? Precision, directness. Great job, Kevin. Yeah.
Awesome job, Kevin. And let's go, Allison. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rochelle Marie?
And your overall share, just in the, everything that's on your heart and mind about today, Allison.
In 30 seconds, could I just give them both
No, your
feedback
3 minute. Your
as fast as I can? Okay.
No, your full 3 minute window. Yeah, whatever you got to share and all the most beautiful things.
All right. Well, I wrote it down so I get to the point. Pollock, as someone who once cooked for a raw foodist, a vegan, and 2 omnivores every night. And my younger brother does provide produce for Colorado, where he's an organic farmer. And I know, as much as I love Whole Foods, what if I were listening from their point of view? Yes, like Jennifer said, what is the ask? But I also want to know more what are the ingredients? What is the shelf life going to be? And what's the price point going to be? Like, they are all business. Yeah. And my brother's been able to deal with him that way. For you, Rochelle Marie, the what was really clear. I wanted to now start hearing about the how, right? There's a lot of people who can provide scholarships, but how would you provide the scholarship and the training? And also something I know about storytelling, that if you say things in the beginning that you don't account for along the way, people are left wondering about it. Like, as someone who went to college for 1 year till my parents ran out of money and the entire time had no pocket money, I'm like, do they get pocket money too? Do they get tuition and room and board and pocket money? Are they going to have pocket money? Because that's what had me feel so self-conscious at a private college where I couldn't afford a cup of hot chocolate.
Well, thank you for that, Allison.
And I'd want to talk to both of you. I love what you're up to.
Cool. Well, thank you, the one and only Allison Armstrong. And last but not least,
Miss Andrea Cattaneo, your 30 seconds for Pollock.
Pollock, I am curious. I want to learn more. I'm a bit of a foodie and I hate waste. Definitely there could have been some more intrigue set up at the beginning about the value proposition and how Whole Foods is going to look good. I thought that was great feedback that you received earlier, because this is absolutely a feel-good opportunity for Whole Foods. Who cares about how they look? I would like to have my favorite Indian dish with you at the Capitol Grill if they'll make it. And I had to look it up because I forgot it's called palak, maybe named after you, paneer.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we're a little tight on time. Here's what we're doing. Bella Rita now thinks it's only hospitable of me, since Pollock and Rochelle Marie jumped into the hot seat, especially in this. I feel like this is like a Shark Tank Heart of Influence episode with this crew of masters present. Bella's going to stick my butt on the hot seat. So please, Bella, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Heave to, like your Navy dad.
Heave to, like my dad says. So Allison, of course, you know, and everyone, this is the time in the show that I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I have been cooking them up. You may be seeing over here, they've been cooking some things up. Ultimately, Allison, of course, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can choose one of my scenarios, you can scrap all of my scenarios, or you can change anything about my scenarios, anything you would like to do. That makes it, of course, the hardest possible for Sean. So Allison, are you ready?
I am ready. And if I've got this clearly, I pick the judge who's going to represent the person that Sean's got to go from hello to yes with, and Sean's going to be pretending to be one of the other participants or judges, right?
Yep, he'll be one of the people here, and then you'll choose the person that he interacts with. That is
very tricky to me, but okay.
You got
Kevin
this.
King's going to be the other person, just so you know. Kevin King's going to be the person.
Oh,
What do you
I
want Sean to
like
do,
this.
Kevin?
You're my friend, Allison. I love it. Okay, so he could be, so option number one is Sean would role play Joe. So Mr. Beast have just created a new product that I invented for him called the Remote for Life, where you could like pause life, you could rewind life, you could fast forward life. And Mr. Beast has invented this product. So Sean would role play Joe. Kevin would be Mr. Beast. And Sean would be going from hello to yes with Mr. Beast to be his marketing person for his new Remote for Life. So that's option number one. Option number two, I was so inspired by Jennifer's building of the Ducati from Lego. So I thought option number two is Sean could role play Rochelle Marie, going from hello to yes with the CEO of Legos to sponsor some sort of fundraiser for college girls needing pocket money, Allison Armstrong, for her cause. So that would be
do that one.
You want to go with number two?
Okay. Yeah, three's too many for me. Let's do number two.
Okay, so two choices. So Kevin is then going to play the CEO of Legos, and awesome. Sean is going to role play Jennifer, and you're going from hello to yes to get them to sponsor some sort of fundraising event or give a donation for girls at college needing pocket money.
Oh, but okay, Kevin, you good if you're Mr. Jones, the CEO of Lego?
You're on mute. We got to unmute you.
You just froze for
that
a
would
moment.
help, wouldn't it? There we go.
Okay, so hey, is Mr. Jones available?
Snap him out of it.
One minute, let me see if he's available. Who's calling, please?
Hey, this is Jennifer. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for 4 p.m. today.
Yes. 1 second, please. Hey, this is Mr. Jones. What's up?
Hey, Mr. Jones, this is Jennifer. Is it still a good time for our 4 o'clock 3-minute conversation?
Yeah, I've got about maybe 3.5 minutes. So just try to make this quick if you would, please.
I would. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds and counting. And if you give me those extra 30 seconds, I'll be super grateful, but I don't want to take them from you. I'm clear, Mr. Jones, on what Lego is, where you are, and curiosity is what prompted you to say yes to this conversation? Because I know everybody wants your time. I know you know who you are. I know who you are as well. But what was the why prompt behind this conversation, please?
You were referred to me by Allison. I trust what Allison says, so I decided I'd give you a little bit of time to see what this is about.
Awesome. And Mr. Jones, am I clear? Because I've reviewed your last several statements to the board, annual meetings, that Lego's in a place where it's transitioning. Lego stores have meaningfully closed. There is a desire to create strategic partnerships and bring Lego back to where it once was, but similar to Baskin-Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts, to create more strategic partnerships that are moving things forward. At least that's what I'm hearing you say. And the why continues to bring learning, fun, magic to children and their families. Am I missing anything on the Lego why at this point?
Yeah, you're actually that's very good. But Lego, there's a misconception out there that Legos are mostly for kids, but we have a lot of adults that are actually buying Legos and building Legos with their children, and then doing it themselves and trying to actually get that perception. It's very popular in the college crowd right now and the millennial crowd to actually continue Lego building, and that's why we have some of these sets that have like 20,000 pieces to them.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Jones. So from that place, with adults, children alike, and Lego's desire for growth and impact in the world, can I share a couple quick things that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure, please.
Yeah. So, Mr. Jones, in support of Lego and in service of Lego, I'm definitely not asking you to make any contribution to raise any money. I want to bring value to Lego. So I'm a huge fan of Lego, first of all, not quite relevant, but I built a 20,000 piece plus Bugatti, which created an amazing marketing moment for one of my clients. And I've also met, through Allison, this very interesting blind man, Sean Callaghy, who shattered charitable fundraising records on Tony Robbins stage, Lee Steinberg stages, raised $10 million for refugees in Ukraine, has done some really interesting things in modeling. In fact, they outlawed him basically from competing at Tony Robbins Business Mastery, not overtly, but they wouldn't let him win anymore because every team he worked with kept winning in Business Mastery. So what I'm proposing to you is very simply a 30-minute follow-up conversation. If it's 10 minutes, fine, where we can outline a plan that we've gone through already that could help Lego literally double its gross sales, raise $50 million for charity, and increase its Q rating in society publicly for adults by a 4x. And we've sat down with this plan. We've brought in several analysts from PwC, as well as some incredible strategic digital marketing people, like the guy known as Joey Funnels, who are some of the most masterful people in the world. And our outcome, very simply, is to partner with Lego to take this work forward. And if this is 30 minutes is a waste of your time, we have raised $500,000 to be donated in a press release to Lego's favorite charity, giving full credit to Lego because I know how precious your time is. So very simply, Mr. Jones, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow conversation about exploding Lego's revenues, its Q rating overall in the world, and, which I didn't mention before, its ESG rating, because they're raising $50 million for charities. So please, Mr. Jones, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, that sounds like there's something that we might want to explore. That sounds like it could be a good opportunity. Have you spoken to my director of marketing, Rochelle, yet? She's actually would be the one that would actually take the lead on this, and actually would come through and vet everything that you guys are doing. It sounds good, but you know, we don't just do anything with just anybody. We've got to make sure that everything is properly aligned. And Rochelle is very good at doing that. So I'd be happy to put you into my secretary, my executive assistant, put you in touch with Rochelle, set something up with her. And if she is impressed with this, then yeah, we could see if we could set up another meeting perhaps after that.
Awesome. And I'll set that up with your assistant, as you said. Mr. Jones, have an incredible day. I'm very grateful for the time you've given me, and we'll hope to speak soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
At a roll, Kevin, how'd I do as Jennifer having a conversation with Mr. Jones at Lego?
I think you did. I think you did okay. I think you did good. I think it might have the second part was probably a little bit more windy. You probably could have asked me a couple more questions that actually changed your pitch towards me, maybe a little bit to a little bit more empathy. In that, where you could have come in and like asked me one or two leading questions that would take me down a path to say yes, maybe. But you did a good job. I mean, it's not bad, but I think you spoke for about a minute and a half there, almost towards the end, talking about it. I think it might have been good to maybe bring me in a little bit more into that minute and a half.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for that, Kevin, and wonderful job. And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence overall?
It was good. This is very, very interesting, good concept. Appreciate you guys inviting me on.
Cool. Well, thank you for that, Kevin. Let's go, Joe, aka Joey Funnels. How was your time today on the Heart of Influence? And thanks so much for being here.
Oh, you're on mute, Joe.
Sorry, no, all I was saying was it was great. I'd never been on a Zoom call like this before, ever. So that was really, really cool. And yeah, it was just awesome. Cool to meet all you guys, and cool that this is like a little breeding ground for entrepreneurs and whatnot, people doing big things. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Joe. Great job. Jennifer, thanks for being that participant seat. Thanks for getting us rocking and rolling. Oh, not participant seat, that feedbacker seat, excuse me. Great job today, Jennifer. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Well, I have to say the energy is infectious. From Andrea to Bella, and then to you and the guests, the energy is phenomenal, infectious. And I just want to thank you for your genuine kindness and hospitality. I definitely appreciate it. It's been very interesting, and I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you for that, Jennifer. And Rochelle Marie, never an easy place to be in that participant seat. Thank you so much for being there. And Rochelle Marie, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
It was amazing. I thank you all for your words of wisdom. And yes, Joey, when she said no, she didn't go to college and she didn't want to, it completely threw me off. So my mind was rapidly like, okay, let me figure out how to, get it. But I do appreciate it. I got it. As you guys know, I'm a trendsetter, and you just heard a little bit about what I do, but I really love it. Thank you, Andrea, my girl, for inviting me. I'm really, really appreciative.
Thank you, Rochelle Marie. We have some other friends.
We do have some other friends. She is flying to Boston to make us dinner tonight. Pollock also sitting in that participant seat. Phenomenal job, not easy. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Illuminating. It's incredible to receive such great feedback, and I took away a lot of things that are not just specific to the scenario. So I think in general communication and engaging with anyone, I think there's some really great call outs. So I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Beautiful job today. Thank you so much.
And the gentleman that you're going to run an ultra marathon with next week, I think. Let's go, Travis. Travis, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Yeah, it was great. It was wonderful meeting everybody. Loved connecting with a bunch of kind of like-minded fellow entrepreneurs and people out there trying to make their dreams come true. So thank you guys so much for having me.
Well, thank you, Travis. Great job.
And this guy is good. He's really good. We're going to go with Simon Goody. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
To be honest, I was thrown in the deep end and I took it, embraced it. And I tell you what, it opened my eyes, and beautiful and humbling to all of you as the atmosphere and everything else. And being a Brit, coming up and speaking and being part of with you guys over there, no, it's beautiful. Thank you very much. I've got a lot of respect for all of you doing everything that you're doing. And I've got quite a few things I'd like to pick up on, maybe a lot afterwards on a one-to-one or just doing a phone call. Or, I've got loads of ideas. I mean, to top you off, I've nearly died 11 times, so I've beat you a couple of times. You're on your first cat life. I'm on my second, so that's a different kettle of fish. I've done a lot of fundraising as well, and I've got a couple of ideas for fundraising going forwards for other people. So there's another aspect, including like giving back into sport, etc., which actually has a knock-on effect for fundraising for kids and doing the scholarship, etc. So there's lots of synergy in the room, and my mind is going OTT. I mean, another fun fact is I can actually write both hands, different words, exactly the same time and upside down. So I'm a left-hand, right-hand brain thinker.
Appreciate it. We're going to connect up everybody, and we'll go from here. So thank you, Simon.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
That brings us to the one and onlys.
It does.
So first of all, Allison, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your heart, your mastery. Allison and I have a webinar coming up on October 22nd, Mastering Men, Women, and Money. We're pushing up towards 3,000 people registered for the event. We're very confident we'll end up with between 4,000 to 5,000 there. It will not just be, which Allison would never do and I would never do, some funnel device. It is going to be an incredibly powerful night. So thank you for that, Allison. We've 2 weeks and 1 day to go, and your final.
Oh, gosh, I enjoyed this. I loved being with each of you. I want to know more about what you do and how you do it. I could connect my fun fact. I could have one that connected with every one of you. It's such a small world and so many experiences, and it was delightful. It was delightful to be with you. Thank you for taking the time to be here, and thanks for what you do in life and how much you contribute to all the people around you, whether it's your expertise or your heart or both. Just thank you for your competency. I think that's what I'm the most, that's hot. Competency is hot. So thank you.
Thank you. And for those that don't know, Allison's spoken on Tony Robbins' stage, and Tony's content is very much based on Allison's content. Maybe it's strayed a bit here and there, so Allison would not necessarily be, I'm saying, endorsing the delivery of her content in that space, where she brought that there. And Tony's edification and sages of Allison is just off the planet, just crazy. So thank you, Allison. Andrew Cattaneo, wonderful job bringing everybody together. Just quick 10-second final because we're over time. Andrea, thank you.
So honored and privileged to be in the seat of executive producer, my dream job. Loved interacting with all of you. And Sean and Bella, thank you so much. And Allison, you rock.
Final for everybody. We'll connect everybody up. Please do speak. And on behalf of Bella, myself, and of course, Andrea, we have some gifts, one of which is the Allison Armstrong webinar. Again, not a funnel device for you fine folks, but something powerful and impactful. Allison's changed my life and has said the same about me. So we've had some beautiful things. We're bringing that all forward. And also, we have a business acceleration session for folks. And I know this is an incredibly sophisticated group, but we're all here because we want more. whether that's more charitable contribution, more impact overall, definitely take us up on that session. And even the sophisticated folks that are here, we will find things to do together. So those couple opportunities plus. Final, on behalf of Bella Rita and myself, we are very grateful for you being here. And every show by saying this, I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us, no matter how much success we've had, those possibilities sit right here. But at some level, Bella, everyone, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job. Thank you, Allison, Andrea, and everybody for being here. Great job.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.